It is good afternoon. There were two talks that you had, one from one senior most IAS officer and one educational administrator. Here we are mostly looking onto data, how the data is collected and how it is analyzed. But I would like to use one quotation of Swami Vivekananda. Unless the real teacher opens from the heart, all the tools, aids, everything is a waste. See, teacher is the key person in the educational system or administration. I can even recollect some words of our great ex-President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, how he got his education from his teachers, even in a small village school, where he never thought of ICT or any computers. So that is the teacher who made the difference. The teacher is very, very important in bringing up the child future. So the teacher's role is very important in using the tools what we have, whether in a private or government school, what the extent they are available. I worked in a nook and corner village school before I joined Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, where I used to cross a river and go to school on a bicycle. 4 teachers, upper primary school, up to class 7 in government of Andhra Pradesh in Anantapur district. As our sir said, no boundary walls, no toilets, forget about electricity. Then, after joining in Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, I found the infrastructural changes where I have everything now. Because of the funds inflow. In government schools of state run, we don't collect any fees. Though is our government sector, we collect some amount for every quarter in the name of Vidyalaya Vikas Nidhi. And even that also, recently we have introduced one system called CMP, Common Minimum Program. It is just now in progress, that CMP for the last 2 years. Common Minimum Program. In that, they have told that the administration of the school is not utilizing the 5% of the funds for the development of the children. They have to, at least for primary education, they have to use 25% of the funds. The first indicator, what the observers made, that only 5% funds are not even utilized. And all are stagnant, earning bank interest funds. One place, dearth of funds and infrastructure. Other place, the funds are in bank balances, passbooks. So there is a lot of administrative ill planning. Both are government sectors only, state government, and it is also a central government organization under HRD ministry. And as our friend told, the private sector. Private sector, they have everything because most of the funds are collected by the students only. And it is up to them how to use or not use, because like government schools, no auditing is there. Whatever the audit they make, that is their final. They are the masters of their funds. Then there comes the role of teachers, how to utilize the funds, administration, how to utilize the funds. As he told, I was also a product of a municipality school where no teachers. I learned speaking English where I was a student in B.Ed in Government College of Education in Kurnool. My first lesson was a failure. Everybody laughed at me. Then the interest. Today I attended many conferences regarding ICT. It all makes the difference of the teacher who wants to learn. I touched computer first time in 1998. Before that, I never saw a computer. In 1998, the Kendriya Vidyalaya started procuring computers, and we were sent for training. 13 days. It is given by Intel, and second time by Microsoft. And most of the teachers who learned a training, after the 13th day, 14th day, they forgot how to operate computer again. Because of the pressure from the administration, they attended the course. 15 day, sir, कैसे बटन दबाना, कौन सा बटन दबाना, एक कंप्यूटर ऑन करने के लिए. So that motivation is lacking on the part of teachers. They are not opening from the heart. That's why one advertisement we saw, the Times of India, they used to have some educational service program. They used to say, open your heart, open his mind. Many big hoardings are there, especially in Bangalore, you used to see. The Times of India people, they used to give, open your heart, open his mind. Like a student teacher, they used to show in the hoardings. So, ICT is, of course, a very important role in the developing the student future education. But before ICT, the teacher should be prepared for the use of ICT. Unless the teacher is not motivated to use ICT, even though you dump the super computer also, it is waste. Computer is only a tool. The programs are should be from our hearts. I don't think that even most of the private school teachers are using, except for the fear complex from the administration that they may lose the job. It is not from the heart. See, there are hundreds of teachers in each schools. And how far they are developing the skills of using ICT, of course they want a training. In the beginning purposes, they want training. Especially the teachers who are appointed recently, they already have the touch. Until 2002-03, I never had an opportunity to use the internet. I was not knowing how to operate the internet. Today, my complete correspondence is through internet only. I forgot how to write the letters. So it is the motivational level of the teacher which makes a difference. Unless we make the child, what is the right to education? Sir told quantity. Quantity is very much important because our population scenario is, we should not compare with European countries and American countries. We must have the quantity factor. But at the same time, quality factor is very, very important. As our learned friend was saying, when there is no blackboard and white chalk, there is the irony how to use a whiteboard with a black chalk. So it is the proper planning. And he was suggesting one way also. Long back it was told by one of the Telugu poet. Sonta labamu konta manako parula melu talapettavoy by Gurujad Apparao. For private organization is suggested, making profit, you make profit. No harm in it. You have to, because somebody is doing something with, they definitely expect profit. In that profit, you, sonta labam konta manku, you don't lose your complete profit, konta. Only a few % of your profit you impart. Like tiny drops of water make a mighty ocean. So one child, this I made one clear example. I told my children who are celebrating birthdays not to bring any chocolates or distribute any cakes or other things. Whatever you are doing, you go for the schools which are lacking and procure something for the children. And you give something for the schools, those who do not have that facility. I always compare, when my children are negligent to listen to lessons, teachers, I'll compare immediately the government school setup where these fellows are highly getting all the infrastructure facilities. So whatever the facilities we have, the ICT should be used in an effective way. ICT is only a tool. That's why it's an ICT. The main tool is teacher. Unless he makes up his mind, even IBM computers cannot develop this one. So we should come forward. That's why when eINDIA web I am going to, I saw one paper presentation, I presented one paper, Joyful Learning in Primary Classes using ICT. So the learning should be joyful instead of boring. Like our sir was telling, the last backbenchers are the last people, the moment teacher turns this side, they start sleeping or they may start doing something. So the child attention should be brought into the IC by using these tools are very useful. His motivational level you have to increase. That's why 83% of the learning takes place when all the senses are joined together. Only 5% is learning is affected when you use only chalk and talk method. So now it is the teacher who makes the difference. It is not the student. So the teacher can definitely prevent school dropouts. He can make the child to come to school with interest. And the children should come running to the school. Abdul Kalam was telling, when Americans come to India for job, then only we say that India is developed. Indians going to America is not great. When Americans come to India for job, the day we can expect that India is developed. So we have to strive. We, the teachers, it is in our hand. So that's why I always tell, because I am working in Air Force, I work in a military school, I work in the CRPF, related all the defense sector areas, I used to always tell them, you are the soldier who is protecting the territory of the country, and we are the teachers who are protecting the culture of the country. So they protect our territory, but once the culture is lost, your territory, what you do? The culture should not go away. What's the great culture? We should make that, and ICT is the only tool to make the learning effective. If once you make the tool effectively, your motivation should be higher level, and tool is only a tool that will help you, and definitely our country will, the dreams of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam comes true. Thank you.